Our brand new cycle of basic space lands is now available for purchase at www.itresolvesmtg.com. What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 with this Sultai Izoni Reanimator list. Really fun one. Unfortunately, we only got one win in the first video, so hopefully we can get at least 1 or 2 in this one. If you didn't check out the first video, please do make sure that you go watch that one. You can kind of see what the deck's trying to do. It's a bit of a weird combo-y kind of idea, but very fun. Hopefully we can see it do its thing this game, or in this video at the very least. I'm very excited about it. Do we like this hand? Not really. It's kind of bad. Like, weirdly, I like that we can play the Mire Triton, but like nothing else. I mean, we get most of the way there with this, but I'm gonna mulligan. I don't think that that's a keep. This I do think is a keep, and we'll actually, the good thing about this deck is we can just put Yarok back, and like that's not a bad thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Might have been better to put the plating back, but you know, it is what it is. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and mill 4. Perfect. Well, 2 of the combo pieces are already there, and we've got a Blood for Bones in hand, so that's very helpful. Hopefully we can get there. Okay, sure. Let's just play this out, and let's go ahead and play an Overgrown Tomb, just to get all of our mana colors going. We've got essentially everything we need. Next turn we can Uro, which will most likely be the play. Yeah, I think it's definitely the play now. Get to draw, put a land on the battlefield, and then next turn if we'd like to Blood for Bones, we certainly can. But we'll see what we want to do. They may counter this also. Seems like kind of a silly thing to counter, but they might. I would, in this case, I think save the counter for something bigger, but okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not great, but sure. That didn't really slow us down very much, because, again, we still have the 4th land in hand. What I will say, though, is, you know, we know that they've got plenty of counters, I'm sure, because of the deck that we're playing against, so we're going to need to be a bit careful. Okay. Let's do this. Chances are they will have a whatchamacallit. Oh my gosh, I can't think. They will have a sweeper, but I do think we kind of go for this at the moment. Let's get this out and let's put this in our hand. We're going to kind of make them have it here because obviously we can just kind of start swinging in. These Azorius control lists are very powerful though, so little worried. But that's okay. We will do the best we can. Sometimes it's not about winning, it's about having fun. But we kind of want to do the thing. That's okay. Also, we've got the backup Izoni in hand, which is kind of nice. Izoni, one of those. All right. I assume the opponent doesn't have Shatter, otherwise they would have just played Shatter. And they just bounced that, which is kind of silly. So, assuming they don't have the Shatter, which is good, we will be able to hopefully take out Teferi here. And, I mean, we can start playing some stuff out. I'm a little worried about overcommitting against a deck like this, but we'll figure it out. Got counter up if they'd like it. So, okay. Well, let's do the first things first, and let's attack in here. We're going to attack all at Teferi just on the off chance they've got a bounce spell. We don't lose out on killing it. That can be pretty devastating, so I like to play a bit more safe in that regard. And we'll see what they want to do. Opponent playing a bit slowly. Playing very slowly. All right. I hope they didn't disconnect. I'm a little worried that they did. Timeout used. If they want to play that slow, that's fine. Eventually they lose, so that's cool. Guys, just want to mention, if you're not already entered to win our Ikoria bundle, please make sure that you do. You can subscribe to the channel. We'll be picking the winner in 2 days on Saturday, June 6th. If you're interested, you can win a free bundle. Very excited about that. And I think that'll be our last giveaway for Ikoria, at least for a little bit. We'll see what we end up doing after the fact, but there we go. Let's play this out. I kind of like Mire Triton, but yeah, we'll try it. And then I'm just gonna play Ayara out right now. All right. And now we've got, like, next turn, if we just play Izoni, we get a lot of damage off with just Ayara on the battlefield, which is great. Very excited about that. And we do know that the opponent at least did not have the sweeper as of, 1 or 2 turns ago. So feeling okay about that. All right, they just gave up. Cool, we got there. Go us. We got to win. We didn't really get to do what the deck is actually trying to do, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and jump into our last game. And we're only 7 minutes in. This is going very, very quickly. Let's see if we can get another win with this list. And then we will kind of summarize our thoughts, talk about the deck a little bit, talk about some specific cards that I think this deck could use a little bit more of. And things like that. So this is a bit of an odd hand. We're gonna try it, but I don't have high hopes, unfortunately. Oh, and against Obosh, probably should have looked at that, but that's okay. We'll do the best we can. We're definitely putting that on the bottom. If we get an untapped land or a shock land, that's great. Oh, green Obosh. Well, that's different. Gruul Obosh. I don't think I have seen Gruul Obosh before. We need land, like, real bad. No, right? As much as I mean, we can play that next turn and that's fine. But there's not really a reason to. Ideally, we'd like to get, like, a Mire Triton down and then a land. Or a land and then Uro would be really nice. That's a problem for us, because ideally we're looking to gain some life, so bit of a problem, but we're going to play this out. Well, there goes one of our lands, and again, we don't gain the life thanks to Tibalt. Bit of a problem there. We'll figure out what we can do with that. Well, I was going to say one good thing is that they do not have double red, but now they technically do, so that's a problem. We're not gonna block. We'll take the one. Not hitting lands here is gonna be really brutal. Oh goodness, this is so bad, so bad. Let's play out Mire Triton. I do want to save these Mire Tritons for the Obosh, because ideally that's gonna be the problem card. Sorry if you hear a dog barking in the background. There was a dog barking in the background. All right. Let's see what they want to do. They do have the mana for the Obosh this turn. We'll see if they want to play it. Not sure if they will or not, but unfortunately us being stuck on land here is really brutal. Not that we really have great plays, but at least we could have gotten to maybe a Blood for Bones or something along those lines and gotten, somewhere. We're not gonna block, because again, we're trying to save these Mire Tritons as best we can. The assumption is they'll be able to shock or something. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that's a We're gonna try and swing one of these over here. Not in good shape though, for sure. This is a very interesting deck. I don't know if it's good or not, if I'm honest. Are they gonna block? They don't seem to have any burn. I kind of thought they would just burn something out here, but it doesn't look like they will. Which is good for us, but kind of interesting. We could have attacked with both, but I do think we need to leave at least one up. And I'm playing assuming they don't have burn, because again, if they had used it, or if they had it, I think they would have already used it. Just because, you know, it's easy to get these Mire Tritons off the field with just a shock very efficiently, and then you can kind of do whatever. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and concede. All right, yeah, you got it. Goodness gracious, we finally drew a land, but that was terrible. All right, well, this was a very quick video. We are at 11 minutes. I do think we played all 3 games. Anyway, let's summarize the deck first off. First things first, I love Reanimator lists, so I have a bit of a soft spot, so I'm going into this with a little bit of bias. But do I like this deck? It's okay. Do I think that it's a good Reanimator deck? I think it's only an okay Reanimator deck. I don't think it's great. I think there are a lot of better options out there for Reanimator, to be honest. I love the idea of the combo, but it's a bit convoluted for standard right now. You're asking a lot. And the problem with this is a standard, like a normal Reanimator list, is looking to, you know, play out or reanimate something really, really big and scary from the graveyard. The difference between a normal Reanimator list and this Reanimator list is there's nothing really all that big and scary. The idea is to ping them or drain them for 1 every time you bring something in and get a lot of triggers that way, which is a really cool idea. But it devalues your reanimation targets, because you're getting a 2/3 and a bunch of 1/1s. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, now, you know, that goes wide, and that's threatening in some capacity. But you know what's more threatening? A 7/7 dragon that when it attacks, it deals 3 damage to something, 4 damage to something, and then also the 7 damage that it already has. So, like, I'd rather reanimate that, which there are decks that do. And so from my perspective, I think this is just almost too convoluted. I think what you need to do is simplify and just get big scary stuff. That's all you really need with a Reanimator list. So maybe we'll try and find a more efficient Reanimator list down the road. I know we've played a few already, but I'd love to find just a really good, solid one. And especially with the changes coming to standard right now, there may be a world where Reanimator has a little bit more viability, because some of the very fast decks aren't going to be quite as powerful. Some of them will certainly still be, like the cycling deck is still going to be perfectly fine, but we'll see. We'll try some stuff out. I'd love to find that really, really good Reanimator list. So if anybody has one that you think is really, really good, please share it, comment section below, or check out the link in the description for our Discord. You can join us there. We've got a channel dedicated to deck suggestions. So we really do appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like or a comment down below. We'd appreciate it. And also, one last thing that I just want to mention, we did have some interest in doing like a weekly ramble series, where I just kind of talk to you guys in this fashion. And so if you're interested in that kind of a thing, we did one this past week on obviously the ban restricted announcement, because that was very topical, but we can certainly do that like on a once a week basis. We used to do that. But if you're interested in it, let us know. Let us know if you've got any questions, anything like that, and, you know, we can talk about it. So really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you again very, very soon in the next gameplay video.